two, one. What is up, Travelheads? I'm your host, Brian from LifeOfBD, and I welcome you to Talk with BD. And today's guest is a documentary film producer based in New York. And we are going to be talking about the COVID-19, aka coronavirus, and how it affected people and what we are going to do to help raise awareness and everything else. So without further ado, Sarah.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Sarah.
Nice meeting you for the first time, Sarah.
Yeah.
So what time is it over there?
Right now, it's 11:30 a.m. I'm in South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
I feel safe here.
You feel safe? All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am a film producer. Now I'm directing and editing. I went to school for acting, and I still act. But I went to Korea for vacation. Mm-hmm. And then COVID hit, and it was like immediately quarantine. The people here, they didn't really argue with it. They were like, damn, this virus. Like, shut everything down. Let's obey and be good citizens. And they're doing a really good job. I'm really impressed. But it's been 2 months over 2 months now that I haven't really left.
Wow, 2 months. When were you supposed to leave?
I wanted to leave last month. But I was just seeing the trends in New York, and all my friends were like, oh, it's fine. But I didn't really want to go back because I knew it was going to explode. My friends were already posting on Facebook that they had symptoms, like in LA, a lot of them. And I was like, go get tested. And they're like, oh, we tried, but they didn't administer the tests.
Okay.
So I was like, nope, not going there. And the fear of like being Asian, like I just don't want to be around being harassed. Because the girl who was punched on 32nd Street in New York in K-Town, that's like where I live. That could have been me.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy, right? So this lockdown.
Avoid the situation.
Yeah. So you feel a lot more safer in Korea, obviously, because it's Asians and everything. But yeah, so you're currently locked down. So how long do you think you're going to be there for?
Honestly, I have no idea. I live day to day. Try to not look at the news too much. But our TV's on, and it's 24/7 Corona news here in Korea. Honestly, I don't know where things are going to go. I just know it's going to hit the U.S. really hard, and they're not ready. And I fear for all the elderly and the sick. Yeah. And I also fear the mentality of a lot of people who are just like those people in Miami. They're like, we don't care.
Oh, yeah, I see that video.
And I had a lot of friends that I saw, like when the outbreak came out, I have a lot of friends who work in the industry, like the nightlife industry and the restaurant industry. And they were like, screw this. Like, we're going to have underground parties. And I was like, I want to call the police, but I'm not don't do it.
And that's why we're spreading really quick right now. The U.S. is like ×2, double time from yesterday or something.
Yeah, I saw the news. Was it 5,000 and something? Like,
yeah, we're now at like, I don't even know. Like,
I don't know. New York is bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah,
and my brother is out in California, so I was like, Alan, stop. Like,
yeah, tell him.
Don't go out. And he's like, oh, it's because the attitude that my brother has is like more like pro-gun and like one of the not Republican, but he just has different viewpoints than me. And for him, it's like it's just a virus. It's just a flu.
Oh, okay. So we feel like it's gonna just go past and stuff.
Yeah. Well, for a lot of young people, it's like, oh, I'm gonna survive. Like it's a flu. I'll be sick and then I'll survive. But the fact is that it's not just about you. It's like you're a carrier, and then you're gonna infect somebody who can't survive by accident.
Or your family member who visits you and stuff, not knowing that you had just gone out and everything. You just don't know. And I live in California myself, so.
Yeah. How is it in San Francisco or Bay Area?
The Bay Area, I mean.
It's shelter in place. So.
I'm sheltered right now. That's what I'm doing. But I did go on a hike the other day, but I was like away from everyone. I made sure.
Yeah. What do you do for fun?
For fun as of now?
Yeah.
I've been just typing a lot of these podcast things up, getting it all ready. eating,
For fun.
trying to stay healthy. I mean, I try not to stay away from the TV. I don't own a TV intentionally. I don't have no game system or anything. I just have my
Wow.
laptops, my cameras, and I just sit around and brainstorm what I'm gonna do. I have books. I'm always reading something and trying to
You should
improve my
open your
game.
window and sing songs.
Oh yeah, I think someone's gonna be like, "Shut up!" You know, they're not gonna. It's not like Italy where they're gonna play
No, we're
music. They're
not.
gonna tell you shut up, or you might hear a little firework. You think it's a firework out here, but it's not. Just
No,
don't.
really?
I'm kidding about that one.
I was like, no. Wait, but like, what about food?
Food, I actually was one of those guys you see on those viral videos. I wasn't going crazy, but I bought my spam and everything. I didn't buy toilet paper from Southeast. I travel around Southeast Asia, so
I'm like,
I'm
bro, you
used to
got
not.
water and soap.
Yeah, yes.
It's not.
That's all I
It's a.
need.
It's not a necessity in life. People are like, where
Hmm.
are my Q-tips? Where are my toilet? I'm like, it's not a necessity. You have water and
Yeah,
soap.
not at this stage, not right now.
No, no. But you do like restaurants and stuff. Do you do takeout? Can you
Yeah,
do that?
I do take out. We still have takeouts here, but yeah, I'm gonna actually. Uh,
That's no. I'm just like
you don't
imagining
agree?
the moms and dads, the business owners, and they're just like what hit us, especially
Yeah,
the Asian restaurants.
I know it's crazy, right? I don't live too far from these things, and I just recently made a video trying to help out Oakland Chinatown, and here we go. We got this hit going on, and now all the business are like dropping. It's pretty crazy right
Yeah,
now.
in New York, in Chinatown, some of my favorite restaurants have shut down. And I
Hmm.
think one of them, Big Wong, is 2 weeks they're closing. Probably gonna indefinitely. New York Noodle Town is like a spot, like that's the spot, and it's closed.
Yeah,
Like it's closed. Places that like Anthony Bourdain, the great Anthony Bourdain,
rest in
went
peace.
to, yeah, shut down. Like I lived in Chinatown for 2 years. That was
Yeah,
my place. It's crazy. Just because of this virus, this virus is way more dangerous than to just our health.
yeah.
I'm I
Do you feel like this virus has really like damaged the Asian community, even for long-term effect? If you think about it, even
yeah,
when things cool down, people are still gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want to go to the Asian
because
towns,"
like when you thought of Asians before, you thought of what, like they're good at math, they're bad at
and now
driving,
they're gonna think of this
they're
virus because
dirty. They're
yeah,
gonna be like
or they
they're
eat
virus.
anything. They eat the randomest thing out here.
Understand, like other countries, like in Florida they eat alligator. I've heard of that. France that they eat frogs and snails. And it's all relative to where you're from. What's weird, and the reason why in Asia they ate those weird animals is because they were starving and didn't have food, so it became like cultural. And in no way am I saying like the Yulin Dog Festival is like a normal. That should be shut down. It's inhumane. But
Mhm.
you can't say all Asians are like into that, because I got
Yeah,
pictures of dead dogs, burned dogs, like weird stuff from like weird. I'm like, who are you? Why are you doing this? And
mhm.
luckily, I had other people stand up and saying, "Stop torturing her." I think I blocked so many humans. Like me putting out a video saying, "Hey, we're not all the same." And I completely accept that the Chinese government, I don't want, like, they messed up. Like,
Mhm.
like it wasn't right what they did. And they're still continuing to do strange things. But in no way am I saying all Asians are like that. Like and also I identify as Asian American.
Yeah,
And I have to stand up for myself. And people are like, and a lot of Asians are putting me down, saying, this one guy said only like 1% of the attacks that are happening are because of racism, and that it's all perception in the media, that
mhm.
these attacks would have happened anyways, but because it's happening during the coronavirus, it seems more severe. And I'm trying to understand his point of view. I think being quiet is what it'll regress us. I have a voice. Like I'm gonna just make a nice documentary saying I don't like it. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, so talking about this documentary thing, you've been doing this whole series. Like, Yeah, you made a
whole
whole
series.
series. Like, what are you on? Like episode 5?
I'm doing episode 6 now.
Okay, so
I'm
it's
making
gonna be
it.
live soon. Okay, but yeah,
Yeah.
I watched episode 5. There are things I can relate to, and then, I've never personally been attacked since the COVID incident,
Yeah.
but I can relate in some ways. I just feel the paranormal, like, when I'm taking a bus to work all the way to San Francisco, I don't want to cough. I
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like when someone's coming into the bus, I'm like, are they gonna sit next to me? It's like if they're walking by me, I'm like, oh, I think, is it because they think I have the virus, or is it because I'm Asian and they're scared right
Yeah.
now? All these things are coming into mind right now because of this virus also. So
Yeah.
yeah,
They can't blame us for feeling like sensitive and victimized, because it is a sensitive time. And like these thoughts that are going through our mind, like, is it xenophobia? Like, I'm trying to think, am I the sensitive one? Am I the crazy one? Because like
Mhm.
people are sending me jokes about the Korean church, the cult. Like, oh, ha, ha, have you been to this? Like, oh, look at this. It's so funny because in South Korea, the explosion, the epidemic got really big. It was like 60 or 70% in a cult, Korean
Yeah.
cult, like a scary Korean cult that like, I was like, oh my God. But it wasn't funny to me. After like the 20th text from like a friend,
Wow.
I was like,
From your
hey, I don't
friend.
like it. Yeah. Like, they're like, oh, it's a funny. And I'm like, it's like, I just let them know, hey, it's not funny to me. Like, I
Mhm.
appreciate you trying to like make light of a situation, but like, it's just not funny. And half of my friends were like, oh, I'm so sorry. I guess you're right. And then the other half were like, what are you talking about? You should be able to take a joke. But the fact is that all my whole life, growing up in like a non-Asian community, I was the butt of like a lot of jokes. And it's a me problem, I guess, not a them problem. That like now when I do hear like jabs,
Mhm.
I feel uncomfortable. I just feel uncomfortable, and I choose not to surround myself with
Yeah.
people who like to, I don't know, make fun of me.
Yeah.
Is that wrong of me to like just not like it?
Well, it's
I
really
don't
up
know.
to you. It's like you have a voice of your own also, so
I
I don't
just
see
don't
nothing wrong
like
with
it.
you using your
It
voice.
I don't know, but that's I don't know.
But yeah, like, yeah.
Well, my series though,
Yeah, let's talk about
I got,
episode 5.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna say it got up to episode 5, but I started in Wuhan. Like,
Mhm.
I was just so curious about what was going on in the world, and the media was like, I was like, is this real? Like,
Mhm.
can I trust these articles? Because like, there's so many of them, and there's so much garbage out there, and we're all just looking for clickbait. We really
Yeah.
are. We're like, oh, title, did you really even read the article? I wish there was somebody write an article and then like in the inside, like just put jokes in and see if people actually have read it. So I just directly contacted people in Wuhan and in Italy, Singapore, Beijing. I was just like into
Wow.
it. And then I would get responses, and then I would get crazies, like crazies. But then I also would get like genuine people.
Mhm.
And I got asked them, and they're not professional cameramen. I told them, hey, can you grab your camera and always do it horizontal, shoot what's going on, and I'm going to ask you these questions, and you're going to shoot yourself telling me the answers. And I've made the best friends I've ever had. My friend in Italy, Federico, from that documentary, God, I'm like, where have you been my whole life?
Mhm.
Doing this is like it's definitely, I'm telling stories, but it's also a me experience. Like, I'm finding out like real relationships and clicking with people. And I even met you,
Yeah.
like it's, I think in quarantine I've met some lifelong relationships just virtually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool what you're doing too, to be able to reach out to people. Thank goodness for social media and stuff, to be
I
honest too, right?
know, I know.
Because
I
otherwise I
wonder.
wouldn't meet you.
No, I wonder really that if we didn't have social media, like how would the coronavirus, how would this all be? If
Hmm.
we didn't have social media, because when was the last outbreak we had? Was it like swine flu or avian flu or
There
I
was
don't even know.
Ebola and stuff, but if you talk about
Yeah,
China had the big one, the SARS, but that was before we had social media that wasn't like out there like that. I don't know.
yeah. Before like clickbait,
Yeah, yeah.
I just
So
don't know. Coronavirus is crazy.
yeah, and with how social media and the world is now with the internet and stuff, they
Yeah.
just have to cover it so much. But yeah, we do see the cases out here now too. It's yeah, we're like 200 something thousand into it cases,
Yeah.
and that's crazy.
Okay. Well, what's the first thing you're gonna do when you get out of quarantine?
Possibly go back to work if I plan on going back to
That's like
work.
what you're most excited for?
No, that's not what I'm most excited for. I'm pretty bummed out because I have a few travels that I was supposed to do, including Korea, that's all canceled now.
Yeah, you were gonna come to Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Redo. I'm kidding.
I was just but like that sucks. But Korea's mad safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm stunned. I think it's like something about the culture here is like they think about the community.
Yeah.
I guess we're good at K-pop.
Yeah, and that's big over here too. Now you notice California.
What's up with that? I don't get it. I don't like BTS.
You're gonna give me some heat for that one.
No, I said it. I said no. Like maybe it's because I'm ignorant and I haven't really given them the time of day. So what are they? The BTS army? I'm sorry, I just haven't really. Because my best friend's like really into BTS and she sends me videos and I'm just like, I don't get it. They're
get that out my way, man.
Like, what is that?
Yeah. Like for Korean things, I really don't watch or listen to any Korean music. The only movie I've watched that's Korean is Parasite and Train to Busan.
Yeah.
Those two those were the two, and they were great. You know, I love a great storyline, and Parasite, it was just like
so good.
Just kept throwing me off. It's like it gets you, and you see, like when I was watching it, I was so sleepy. But 20 minutes into the movie, I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen now? You know, gotta watch Parasite if you guys haven't watched Parasite yet.
I suggest Korean films. I really do. As a film person, I like if you haven't seen the classics like Old Boy, even all the like older Bong Joon-ho stuff, he did The Host. I really like what is it? Scent of a Murder. He did also Okja. Okja is like he for some reason he really likes Tilda Swinton. She's in it. I'm really all into films, and I can't wait to see his next thing. But he is doing Parasite again with a white cast.
What? Oh man, I think they should just have this original organic one as D1, you know?
Yeah, with Mark Ruffalo and Tilda Swinton, but I don't think it's gonna be the same story. It's gonna be the same world. So I have hope, and I don't think Bong Joon-ho's a sellout. Like the remake of Old Boy was Spike Lee did. What was that?
No idea about it.
No idea with Josh Brolin.
No idea.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, question, but for the lockdown, like, what do you think people should be doing right now? Like for essentials, like if they need their essentials, what do you think they should do?
For me, being locked down for 2 months, first thing was like exercise.
Mm-hmm.
I like gained 6 pounds, and I picked up a hobby. Find yourself a hobby and get off the internet.
Yeah.
Like you can go crazy on Reddit, in forums. In terms of food over here, we had rice delivered from the government.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know, but yeah, we got like 22-kilo bag of rice dropped at our doorstep.
And what they're trying to tell you is don't come out. We don't want you guys coming out, right?
No, but people are coming out a little bit more. Like I actually went to dinner with my friend and I was scared, but when I got to dinner, it was normal. Mm-hmm. I was like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, things are normalizing here. And I'm like, okay, I'm still going to be safe. I'm like, don't touch me. And I wiped down my spoon.
You guys can eat out in the restaurants.
People are out and about. Bars are open. All these things, because it's if you look at where the epidemic is, it's like if Korea's here, it's all the way at the bottom in Daegu where the church was.
Okay.
You could see it in the episode. Like it's literally, the girl said this 80 to 90%. It's all condensed in a huge cult where they pray next to each other on the floor, and they're not allowed to wear masks. So this woman, patient 31, she basically infected her whole church, and it's a bunch of young people. It's really odd. It's a lot of young people, so they're surviving. But up in where we are in Seoul, where we are, like it's not that rampant at all, and people need to get that. Like, so like the young people are still going out. I was shocked there was traffic.
Oh
I
wow.
was like shook. I was so confused. I was like, guys, there's an epidemic. And they're like, Sarah, you need to chill out. No one's infected in our area.
Yeah. I guess it's because when you think of Korea, the popular city is Seoul, the city that you just brought up earlier with the church. I never heard of it myself. So,
Daegu, yeah, Daegu
so I
is
think of
south.
Seoul, South Korea or Korea in general,
Well, if you go travel, the south has like real dudes. Like the south of South Korea is like lots of seafood, the ocean. Like you get the real Korean people. To me, they have a weird accent, but that's just me.
Okay. So when you go back to New York, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Restaurants.
Gonna
put my money there. Oh my God, being in Korea, I really, really miss New York sandwiches. They don't have them here. I don't know what it is, if it's the bread or anything. I don't know why. Everything in Korea, even their pizza is sweet, and I don't like sweet things. So when I get back to New York, I'm going to pig out. This whole thing, like screw the freshman 15, it's a quarantine 20. I swear.
Yeah.
And I really tell people, because I used to go to the gym a lot and the gym closed. I find myself really being a couch potato.
Okay.
And I need to get off the internet because it's like, wow, people are crazy.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were gonna say pizza or something instead of but
why? Instead of what?
New York pizza? New York Papa for pizza.
Yeah, I want pizza. I'm saying pizza here is so sweet. We had pizza the other night. New York, the dollar slice is the way to go. And on 33rd and 3rd, there's a place called 31st and 3rd. It's called Doughboys. They do this amazing grandma pizza. So good. We have our spots, and then a lot of these China noodle places. There's a place on 27th and Lex. It's a hole in the wall. Nobody knows about it. There's no sign, and it's the spiciest beef noodle soup in the world. And I'm bring on the heat.
Yeah.
No one makes it spicy enough. And over here in Korea, I've been struggling to find good Vietnamese food. I grew up in San Diego eating Vietnamese food twice a week, and it's Koreans make it sweet. I don't know why. It's sweet.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. All right, Sarah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for doing this. I hope we help raising awareness, and let everyone know about your where they can check you out and stuff. Your YouTube, Instagram.
You need to click on the thing at the bottom, right here.
I'm not
Sarah
sure
Jun TV, and it's not June. It's Jun, fun.
Jun. Okay, Sarah Jun. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks.
everyone.
All right. See you guys, and we are out of here.